Back at it with another video, part two of the Chevrolet smaller Chevy intake manifolds, differences and similarities, whatever you want to say to that. Right here on the right, I have two Elderbrock Performers. Got the older style. I have it's pretty much similar to the old style. It's just it's part number 2104. The differences on these two is this one has no rear crossover for the water port. It's completely just blocked off like that. And this one has the crossover. It actually allows your cylinder heads to stay a little cooler because it has the crossover to all four corners, so coolant can circulate throughout the whole engine. On this one, pretty much the same, is blocked off in the back. And on this one, it's actually open in the back, I think. Yeah. This is the back, so it's open in the back on this one. So therefore, these two are real similar, and these two are not, because these two are for the older small block Chevy engines, and this one and that one are for the TBI head engines, where you can actually run the rear. You know, it's open, of course, in the rear like every other small block Chevy. But the only reason why I'm doing a part 2 video is just to show some of the other differences in this part number 2104 Elderbrock Performer intake manifold. It's mainly those angles like I was talking about. When you look at this right here and compare it to this, you see how that matches up with that angle? Exactly the same. And then you come to this one, you see how the angle of it is different because of those little raised edges, just like the angle of these are different than those. So this allows this intake manifold to bolt right on without having to drill out anything. The good thing to that is saves you time of drilling this crap out, because it actually takes a little good time to drill it out, and you got to try to do it as good as you can, and you still have to get the bevel washers. So therefore it's actually, it might be just a smarter investment just to go out and buy one of those for $200 if you ever convert from TBI to carb. If you run a highly carburetor on these, you will have to run a spacer, because let's see, where is it? This little lever right here, it will hit right there, and it will cause the carburetor not to actually work properly. So you need a spacer so you can space that out. A few other differences with these intakes right here. When you flip them over, and you actually look at the size of these runners, this one is actually maybe a little bit larger than this one. Not that big of a difference, but it's a little bit larger. The ports, the intake port, this one actually have bigger intake ports than this one. This one might actually flow a little bit better, but I like the look of this one better anyways. It's newer. Only bought it for $50. Got a carb with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it to this video. It's just a few small differences, mainly that the angle of these bolts. You don't have to drill at all, you just bolt it right on.